Hi there! Welcome back to another video to the vlog. Today, I'm gonna share to you the second part of our step-by-step guide to start homeschooling series. So, it's a 3-part series, and last time we had the first part which talked about whether you will enroll to a homeschool provider or you will decide to become an independent homeschooler. And then we also discussed about the learning styles and methods. And today, I'm gonna share to you the second part of the series. Okay, just to give you a preview of what I'm going to share to you today, we will cover today yung choosing a curriculum, scheduling, and lesson planning. But if you missed yung video natin, yung first part ng video natin, I'm gonna put the link of that video in the description box below, and please check it out. Alright, so I'm so excited to share to you our practices in this area. Pero disclaimer lang, hindi ako expert dito sa area na to because there are days talaga that, I just want to go with the flow na lang. Hindi sundin yung plano na ginawa ko a week ahead. But there are days also na sobra namang gusto kong gawin lahat ng mga plinano ko that I would become so rigid with my kids. And to balance it out, so ang ginagawa ko is that I usually wake up at 5 a.m. Ito yung tahimik pa ang lahat, tulog pa ang lahat, tahimik pa ang kapaligiran, wala pang mga batang nagtatakbuhan, walang mga batang nag-iiyakan. And then I read my Bible and I pray. And so I'll be reminded by this verse. So I always read this verse. And so it says here in Psalm 127 verses 3 to 5, ang sabi doon is that children are a gift from the Lord, they are a reward from Him. Children born to a young man are like arrows in a warrior's hand. How joyful is the man whose quiver is full of them. He will not be put to shame when he confronts his accusers at the city gates. So I'll be reminded by that verse, and then mariremind lang ako talaga that my children are blessing from the Lord. So I didn't deserve to have that kind of blessing, but yet God gave them to me, and then I should be a good steward of these blessings. Okay, so let's start with our first topic, which is yung choosing a curriculum. So, ano ba yung curriculum na tinatawag? So, yung curriculum is a design plan to help the students learn. So, this is not just about the textbooks, but also this includes yung mga books of any type, materials na ginagamit nyo in teaching. Pwede din mga games and learning experiences and even real life experiences or situation. Okay, so I'm going to give you some tips to consider in choosing a curriculum. So yung first tip is yung learning styles ng mga bata. So in the first part of the series, I've discussed about these learning styles, and you might want to check it out. The second tip is the method. So, na-discuss ko na din ito sa first part ng video. So, pero yung methods ay connected siya with the learning styles of your kids. Importante na malaman yung learning styles para alam mo din kung ano yung method or yung teaching methods na gagawin mo. Okay, the third tip is the budget. So, yung budget ay isang consideration lang siya. So, don't make this as your major consideration kasi malilimitahan ka pagka tinignan mo yung budget mo. But this should be a consideration then when in choosing a curriculum. Now, with your budget, sit down with your family and talk about, okay, ano ba yung budget natin for our homeschooling? Meron ba tayong budget na allotted in a month para sa ating homeschool, na para bilhin yung mga materials na kailangan natin? Okay, so with the budget, organize your needs. wag lang yung bibili ka dahil ito yung uso, or kaya you would want to have the kind of curriculum na meron yung other family or other homeschooling family. So don't compare your curriculum to other families because your family is unique, okay? So you know your family very well. Alam mo kung ano yung needs ng family mo. Alam mo kung ano yung needs ng mga anak mo. And so you just choose the curriculum that you know that will work in your family. The next thing that you need to consider in choosing a curriculum is that yung curriculum ba na to ay for individual learning or for group learning. So, pwede kasi yung isang particular subject or particular curriculum ay para siya sa isang group or sa, limbawa, sa mga anak mo, sa lahat ng mga anak mo. So, pwedeng ganun. Like for us, for example, yung Bible or yung character formation, we do it in a group setting. So, group learning siya. Because pwede naman siya with the different age level at saka with the different grade level. So, tingnan mo yung particular subject ba na to is for individual learning or pwede din naman siya sa group learning. Okay, next ay yung subjects. So, yung subjects here in the Philippines, kino-consider natin kung ano yung recommendation ng Department of Education or ng DepEd. Pero, you can always explore naman and add subjects into your curriculum. Kung ano yung best fit to your family, pwede mong i-add or pwede kang mag-explore ng different curriculum. That's the beauty. That's actually the beauty of homeschooling. Pwede kang magdagdag at pwede kang mag-explore kung ano yung curriculum na gusto mong idagdag doon sa homeschooling mo. Okay, so I'm gonna show you sa mga screen nyo ngayon yung mga subjects or yung basic education curriculum na galing or recommendation ng Department of Education or DepEd. So these are the subjects na from their basic education curriculum. So number 1 is yung mother tongue, then Filipino, English, Mathematics, Science, Araling Panlipunan, kasama dito yung Social Studies, History, Geography, Edukasyon sa Pagpapakatao, or yung ESP na tinatawag, MAPE, Edukasyong Pantahanan at Pangkalusugan, or yung EPP. And then, meron din Technology and Livelihood Education, or TLE, pero this can be taken between grades 9 to 12. If you want to see the detailed curriculum guide na ino-offer ng Department of Education, ilalagay ko yung link ng DepEd in the description box and check nyo, nandun yung mga curriculum guide nila. So sit down with your family and try to figure out together ano ba yung mga kailangan natin, ano ba yung mga kailangan natin to instill din yung love for learning to our children. Okay, so that's the first topic. The second topic is scheduling and lesson planning. Now, when you think about scheduling, organizing, and planning, this can be very stressful, especially sa mga first-time homeschooling families or first-time homeschooling parents. Parang pag inisip mo pa lang, no, yung planning, yung organizing, and scheduling, paano ko ba ito gagawin? Saan ba ako magsisimula? So, ito ngayon yung i-share ko sa inyo kung paano namin ginagawa yung planning, yung scheduling, and organizing. So, what I'm gonna share to you is our Homeschool Planner. So, ito yung ginagamit namin for the whole school year. And gusto ko din sa inyong i-share ito as pre-printable. So, pwede nyo din siyang i-print for free. So, wala tong bayad. Yung Homeschool Planner, ilalagay ko din yung link nito in the description box below. Okay, so I will walk you through this Homeschool Planner. This is the cover page. So, Homeschool Planner. This planner belongs to Graceful Homeschooling. So, I'm gonna leave this page blank para pwede nyong isulat kung ano yung pangalan ng homeschooling nyo, homeschool family, or pwede homeschool academy. Alright, so let's start with the planner. Okay, so this one is our Homeschool Goals. So, I'm gonna show you an example of our Homeschool Goals. So, ito yung Homeschool Goals namin. So, yung vision statement namin is to glorify God at home, church, community, and nation. And our mission statement is to instill Bible-based values and the love and joy for learning. So, because we wanted to instill and yung love and joy for learning sa aming mga anak. So, yan yung aming mission statement. And then, our values, ito naman yung love for God and others, then faith, and then servant leadership. So, naglagay lang kami din ng mga Bible verses para ma-remind lang din kami that we're doing our homeschool not just for our family, but also, most especially, for God. Alright? Next ay itong prayers for children. So, sa kanina, sinabi ko sa inyo that I usually wake up at 5 a.m. So, ito din yung isang ginagawa ko. I pray for my children every day. I'm using this book. So, ito yung book, The Power of a Praying Parent by Stormy O. Martian. Ginagamit ko siya as reference then for the prayers, kung ano yung magiging prayer ko for a particular day. Okay, next page is our class schedule. So, here is an example of our class schedule. So, okay, so ito yung schedule ni Yosh. Okay, so that's our morning binder, and then literacy or yung ABC, and then math, numbers, shapes, and colors. So, these are the topics na we dwell on. Kasi ito yung mga basic skills or basic topics na kailangan ng mastery ng isang preschooler. Okay? So, yung literacy at saka yung math, numbers, shapes, and colors. Okay? And then, we have here yung life skills kasi importante din na ituruan din yung life skills sa mga bata. And then, after ng life skills, we have yung lunch. After ng lunch, we have screen time. So, yung screen time, we just limit our kids to 1 hour per day. Basically, meron kaming dahilan kung bakit gano'n. So, pag-usapan nyo din if you would implement din yung 1 hour per day na screen time sa inyong family. Okay? After that, meron siyang nap time. After nap time, that's snacks time, and then outdoor play after. And then after that, reading aloud. Okay, so meron kaming reading aloud. Usually, ang ginagawa namin sa reading aloud ay yung mga biographies. Okay, and then meron siyang free play. That's from 4:30 to 6 o'clock. Okay, so yan yung schedule ni Yosh. And then, meron pa dito, so 6 to 7 o'clock, that's dinner. And then 7 to 9, that's free play again. Tapos 9 o'clock is our bedtime. Okay, so marami siyang mga free play because we believe then that children learn through play. So marami din silang natututunan in playing. But yung playing nila is ano din siya, we set pa din the learning environment na meron yung mga anak namin. Like for example, we just give them age-appropriate toys. So yung mga age-appropriate toys like yung and open-ended toys kasi importante that when they played nadidevelop pa rin yung kanilang thinking skills, yung kanilang psychomotor skills. So, mga examples ng open-ended toys ay yung mga building blocks, Legos, even yung mga Jenga. Yan. So, yan yung mga open-ended toys na pwede nyo ding ipagamit sa mga anak nyo that would really develop their thinking skills, their psychomotor skills, and iba pang mga skills na kailangan ng isang bata. Okay, next is yung kay Zoe naman. So, this is Zoe's schedule. Ito din yung schedule niya last year. So, we do yung mga subjects ng twice a week. So, like for example, this is for Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay, so ito yung mga subjects na ginagawa namin every Tuesdays and Thursday rather. So like for example, yung 9 o'clock to 9:30, that's our morning binder and Bible. Pero that's every day. Every day yung morning binder. And then yung character education, that's for Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'll just check this box kung natapos namin siya for that week. and then English, and then break. Okay, and then after ng break is math. Okay, and then lunch. And then 1 o'clock to 2 is her screen time then. 2 to 2:45, that's, we allotted that time for her music. Then pag Thursday naman, that's her PE. Snacks time ng 2:45 to 4 o'clock, that's outdoor play. So, sabay lang sila na mag-outdoor play para magkalaro sila. And then at 4 o'clock to 4:30, that's our reading aloud. So, the same schedule. Okay, the same schedule siya with Yosh. Kasi ito yung sinasabi ko with the curriculum na pwedeng group learning. Next is, that's also Tuesdays and Thursday. Nakalimutan ko lang ilagay yung Thursday. So after that is her free play, and then dinner, and then free play again, then bedtime. Okay, that's for Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now, meron din siyang Wednesday and Saturday. So, ang Wednesdays and Saturdays naman namin ay Filipino, Science, Araling Panlipunan, and then Arts and Health. Okay, so instead of Music and PE, Arts and Health naman siya. Now, kung tatanungin nyo, nasaan yung Friday? Yung Friday namin, it's our campus day. So, we go to school during Fridays, and then meron sila Zoe mga school activities, school events, and then yon ay allotted siya for their exams, their assessment and evaluation. So, yun yung Friday namin. Ang tawag namin doon is Campus Day. Okay, next is monthly plan. So, yung monthly plan, importante siya para nakasync in lahat ng mga schedules namin. So, this is for the whole family. So, yung schedule ng buong family nandito. So, whether ito ay pasok ni Rob sa work, meetings niya, or meetings ko, or kailangan may school events si Zoe, or we need a field trip, or we need to go somewhere. So, nakalagay yon sa monthly plan. Para alam lang namin na, okay, kung paano isisingit yung mga ibang activities ng mga bata with their homeschool. So, that's our monthly plan. Okay, next is our weekly spreads. So, with the weekly spreads, ito naman yung you plan for your whole lessons for the whole week. Okay, so it's a weekly spread. So, I do yung lesson planning weekly para kasi pagka you do it for the whole school year, tapos like for example, you miss one lesson, ang daming magiging bura-bura nung mga nung planner mo eh. So, magiging sobrang gulo nung planner mo kasi you miss this particular lesson or na-miss mo yung ganitong event. So, I plan weekly para mas manageable siya at mas madaling i-track yung mga lessons na natapos namin at yung mga lessons na hindi namin natapos for that particular week. Okay, so para pagka na-miss din namin yung isang lesson, possible pa din na ma-carry over namin yon sa susunod na linggo. So that's our weekly spreads or yung weekly planning. Okay, so for example, ito yung subjects natin. So for English, and then you put ngayon yung mga particular lessons for Monday. So ano yung mga lessons nyo that you have to discuss on Monday? So like for example, for us in English, so we have practice spelling, practice phonics cards, and practice sight word. So ngayon, i-check ko lang siya kung na-discuss namin siya. Okay, that's the weekly spread. Now, magiging detailed lang siya pagdating dito sa sheet na to. Like for example, this one is English, yung lessons for the week. So, dito mo na i-detalye yung mga lessons na nilagay mo sa weekly spreads. Okay, so for example, in English, these are your lessons: practice spelling, practice phonics cards, and practice sight words. So, in this sheet, nandun pa din yung mga lessons like practice spelling, practice phonics, practice sight words, pero mas detalye siya because you have here your references. Okay, so yung references mo, saan bang textbook makukuha yung lesson na to? Saan bang yung reference mo? Like for example, kung meron kang podcast or kung meron kang mga video lessons, dito mo din siya ilalagay sa mga references. And then, ididetalye mo din ngayon kung ano yung mga activities na gagawin mo for the particular lesson. So like for example, here, you have the practice phonics. So yung activity mo dito ay yung phonics cards. So nakadetalye dito kung ano yung gagawin mong activity for the particular lesson. Okay? For the particular subject. Next ay yung subject notes. So, meron kang subject notes dito. Ilalagay mo lang dyan lahat ng mga notes mo na isip mo or like for example, hindi mo na discuss yung lesson 5, for example, for Araling Panlipunan. So, ino-note mo lang siya dito para alam mo, matatrack mo na, okay, meron pa tayong hindi na gagawa na tasks. After that, because meron tayo ditong supplies sheet, okay? So, because you know and dinitalye mo siya dito sa lessons for the week, yung mga activities for the particular lesson, you would know ngayon kung ano yung mga supplies na kailangan mo for the whole week. Okay, next is the progress tracker. So, ito yung progress tracker. So, para lang ma-track nyo kung ano yung mga lessons that you missed. So, for example, English, The Good and the Beautiful, yung reference namin or yung textbook namin. And then, ito yung mga lessons or yung mga pages. So, page 5, 7, 8. Now, if you missed something, makikita mo yon kasi you have your tracker. Okay? So, that's how you use the progress tracker. Okay, next is yung examination schedule. So, importante na meron kang planner for this one kasi sobrang hirap i-track lang kung kailan yung schedule ng mga exams. So, here, for the first quarter, for example, ano yung class or yung subject, and then exam date, yung topics covered, like for example, chapter 1 to chapter 3. And then, yung reminder or notes, like for example, hindi pa tapos yung chapter 3, so ilagay mo lang dito na not finished the chapter 3. Okay, so para alam mo lang din that you have to cover that topics or lessons. Meron ako ditong grade tracker for the components naman nung sa aming grading system. So, merong 4 components in our grading system. These are written works, for performance tasks, summative tests, and character assessment. Okay, so ito yung mga components for our grading system. Now, ano-ano yung mga nasa written works? So, with your written works, pwede dito yung mga quizzes, and then worksheets, and activities na ginagawa mo for a particular subject. Now, for written works, since madami ka talagang mako-compile na mga written works kasi syempre you would want to assess kung naintindihan ba ng anak mo yung lesson na pinag-aralan nyo. So, maiipon talaga yung mga written works niya, mga worksheets. Pero ako, ang ginagawa ko is that what I do to manage yung mga written works ay kinukompile ko muna siya sa isang binder. So, a ring binder also, kinukompile ko lang siya. Tapos, after a week, doon sa aking lesson planning na day, which is Monday, kasi yun yung free day. So, yung Monday, doon ko ngayon sinesegregate or sineseparate. Ano ba yung mga written works na pwede kong ilagay ngayon dito sa grade tracker na to, na pwede na i-include siya doon sa grade. We just need kasi 10 written works for a particular subject and for a particular quarter. So, kaya kailangan plano mo din, ano ba yung mga i-include ko, ano mga isasama kong written works for that subject. Okay? So, yung performance tasks naman, yung mga performance tasks, these are pwede yung mga projects and then mga performances like in music, singing ba to, or playing an instrument, or what else? Arts and crafts. So, yun yung mga performance tasks. Now, in a given quarter, meron kaming 4 performance tasks or 4 projects for a particular subject in a given quarter. Now, with this score, pwede kasing you can just give the child yung grades niya subjectively. Or kaya naman, pwede din siyang objectively by using a rubric. So, that's what I do. Gumagawa ako ng rubric for a particular performance para objective yung pag-grade ko sa kanya. Iyon yung isi-share ko sa inyo on the next video. So, that's the grade tracker for performance tasks. Next ay yung summative tests. So, meron siyang summative tests. So, for a given quarter, merong summative test na mangyayari for the topics na na-cover nyo for a particular quarter. So, that's the summative tests. For character assessment, dalawa to. So, there's parents assessment and then meron din siyang teacher's assessment. So, ikaw ngayon na parents, i-assess mo ngayon yung anak mo kung yung progress na nangyari sa kanya. So, now you can also make a rubric for this, or kaya naman, you can just make it subjectively. So, sa tingin mo, nag-progress naman yung anak mo, and then, gradean mo siya. But for us, ang ginagawa namin ay meron din akong rubric for this character assessment, or kaya checklist, para makita mo lang yung progress ng anak mo at mabigyan mo siya ng assessment objectively. Next ay yung extracurricular tracker. So, ito naman yung mga extracurricular activities. So, ilalagay mo lang ano yung extracurricular activity niya. Tapos yung activity and then yung date nung activity, kung kailan siya nangyari. Tapos ngayon, I would love to have yung volunteering involvement para sa kanila, but since we're still in a quarantine season, so probably pwede ko muna siyang i-set aside, or pwede naman na mag-volunteer sila pero sa bahay lang. So like for example, siguro mag-prepare sila ng snacks for the frontliners. So ayun yung volunteering involvement na pwede na namin gawin. Okay, reading aloud. So yung reading aloud, ito yung kanina na sinasabi ko. So ito lang yung mga biographies or yung mga books na ako yung nagbabasa for them. So ito yung books and then yung author, tapos yung date done reading. Okay. So next, after nung reading aloud na worksheet or sheet, ay yung books I've read. Ito naman yung mga books na nabasa ng bata. So ilalagay lang dyan ano yung books na nabasa niya. So para lang matatrack nyo ano yung mga books na nabasa ng anak ko. So, this one, yung books list for the year. So nandito din yung book, yung author. Meron akong column for amount at yung where to buy. Para lang meron akong list ng mga books for the year na bibilhin. Okay, next ay yung field trip logs. So, ilalog din namin yung mga field trips na ginagawa namin. Like, for example, pupunta kami sa isang lugar. Like, for example, ano yung date nun, tapos yung location. Like, for example, in Tarlac. Tapos ano yung goal nun. And then, meron bang amount na babayaran on that field trip. And then, yung contact person. Okay, that's the field trip log. And then, after ng field trip log, meron siyang field trip reflection. Ang nakalagay lang dyan ay things I saw dun sa trip, particular field trip na yon. Tapos, I wonder. So, mag-iisip sila ngayon. I wonder na bakit kaya tinawag siya na ganito? Bakit kaya na yung lugar na to ay dito siya nakalocate? So, yung mga ganon. So, mag-iisip talaga sila. And then, yung malaking box naman na to ay naka-allot siya sa what I learned from this field trip. So, ano yung natutunan niya doon sa field trip na yon. Okay, so yung last na sheet na meron sa Homeschool Planner ay itong Idea Generator Bank. So, dito mo ngayon isusulat lahat ng mga ideas na meron ka. When you teach your child, meron talagang lalabas at nalalabas na mga idea. So, dito mo siya, or as you prepare pa lang, as you plan pa lang, meron ng mga ideas na magka-come up. So, dito mo ngayon isusulat lahat ng mga ideas na meron ka. Okay? So, that's our homeschool planner. So this is the end of our second part of the step-by-step guide to start homeschooling series. Next week will be the third part, which will speak about assessment and evaluation. I'm very excited to share it to you also. So I hope that you will watch out for that. And thank you very much for joining me today. I hope to see you again in the next video. God bless and have a blessed day ahead. So thank you. Bye!